All right, so I don't think there's any such thing as dick moves in grappling. I've had a lot of things that I do that I've been taught since I was a kid, and my dad did to me because he wanted me to get used to just kind of feeling the pain of grappling, and he knew I was going to be a fighter my whole life. So people, when I do these things, people say, "Are you mad, bro?" I'm like, nah, it's just effective. Like, it just works. So why not do something if it works and it's in the rule sets? It's not a dick move. It's just doing what's in the rule set. So like one first example of that is I get my hooks in here, hips into my opponent, and I flatten him out. From here, I take two fists, run down his neck, and put my fists into his carotid arteries and get the tap. Even if I don't get the tap, that always creates movement from my opponent. Number two is from mount. You can do this from anywhere, but I see it most commonly from mount when someone's holding their hands together real tight and you can't actually get any sort of submissions. They're locked up super tight. First one is smothering your opponent. So you just put your hand over their nose and their mouth and you smother them, and most of the time they'll take one of their hands and start using that to stop the smother. Then you can easily set up an armbar from there once they've released their grip. So smothers are a really good one. Another one that's very similar to that is mother's milk. So you're holding their head with your hands, and you're just putting your chest over their mouth and their nose. Very uncomfortable. Sometimes you'll even get the tap just from that alone. Now, the very last move that I get told is a dick move because it really hurts and it's not very fun is I put my hip bone right beside their eye socket. I think Chaz is actually already starting to cry because the last one's hurt so much. No. No, he wouldn't do that. But yeah, they're not fun, but they're not illegal and they're effective. And I don't see any reason why people should just call them dick moves. They're just moves. So here, I'm turning his head sideways to the mat and digging my hip bone right into his eye socket. See, I even got a tap right there because it really does not feel good. But let me know y'all's opinions in the comments, whether y'all think that's actually a dick move or not, if people should avoid those kind of things that are painful but don't really injure your opponent. I would say that if you're injuring your opponent and something is meant to actually make sure your opponent doesn't come to practice the next day, that's a dick move. But doing things that are effective for its own right, that are just painful, is not a dick move. It's just legal pain. So please leave a like, subscribe, and really do let us know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you guys. 1, 2. I feel like that's a good